Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, or trolls with cat masks who get locked out of their houses when it's pouring rain and hailing in East Plinko, Texas. All right, this is Burgh Unboxing Live. I have two items I'm going to do, but first, I am compelled to talk about, and I paid way too much for one. It's kind of a ripoff. So, an email sent to me by Art Bell Fan 4, and I want to quote the entire email. And this thing is so wrong. It's wrong morally, it's wrong ethically. It shows no empathy for Americans, and his assumptions are wrong, wrong, wrong. And he said, first of all, that I am wrong on the UBI guaranteed income Sanders plan. It was not guaranteed income at all. It's to pay people for a certain number of months, and that's it until the crisis is over. If the proposed socialist program, there's that socialist buzzword, and I'll talk about that in a minute, ran 6 months, estimates it could cost more than $4 trillion, adding to about 25% to the current budget deficit of $17.6 trillion. No, thank you. I would mention the current debt of the United States is minus $117 trillion, counting everything. Our total income is about $3 trillion. UBI would shrink the labor force. Well, Art Bell Fan 4, I hate to tell you this, but the labor force has already shrunk. They're all 90% at home, 30 million people. I don't know what the workforce is, let's say 60 million, so half of them are at home, unable to leave their houses on lockdown. You may have heard of this in your travels. They can go shopping, they can take their dog for a walk, they can take a walk, but they can't go to work. And they aren't earning any money, and neither are their employers, because they're locked down too. And there's no payroll tax, so there's no payroll. And many of them are not getting unemployment. Another socialist program that Art Bell doesn't like, along with veterans benefits, Social Security, SDI, SSDI, I would have said unemployment, food stamps, Medicare, Medi-Cal, state disability, going to the labor board when you didn't get paid your wages, food stamps, free emergency care in the hospital, WIC, on and on and on. And this all started, or a lot of it started in Germany under Bismarck in the 1870s when they came up with the first plan that ultimately became Social Security and took care of the aged, blind, disabled who could no longer work. But Art Bell Fan is like rock rib Republicans who opposed FDR in the 30s and who opposed Social Security, the NRA, and every other program that FDR was trying to do his best to get us out of the Depression. He did not succeed entirely. We were still in a problem up to World War II. He also probably would have opposed our entry into World War II, even after the Japanese attacked us and Germany and Italy declared war on us, because it would have cost too much money. Art Bell Fan is a kind of guy that if there were two houses adjoining and both of them were on fire and the fire brigade was there, he would shut the water off to the second house, saying, "We're spending too much money on the second house, let it burn to the ground." So, by definition, a smaller labor force means lower economic output and lower tax revenues to invest in the future. Well, we have no future at the moment. The future is the coronavirus. It rules the roost. It controls everything. And if we open up too soon, which I think is the case, more people get sick, more people die. We've had 70,000 people die in this country. I don't know how many have gotten sick without looking it up. So you tell me how we're going to worry about the future when people worried about being evicted, being locked out of their apartments, they can't pay the rent, they can't pay their car bill, their cars can be foreclosed. Their cars can be taken, their houses can be foreclosed, they can't pay the mortgage payments, they can't feed their children. I haven't done the unboxing yet. They can't feed themselves, and they're not getting unemployment because many states have not paid out the unemployment. And let's not forget the wonderful stimulus checks that many people have not got, and the PPP that many companies have shuttered the doors because they applied for the payments, haven't gotten them yet because the SBA is overwhelmed. As is the crummy check get my payment link that the IRS keeps saying works better. Well, it doesn't work for a lot of people, including me. So to go back to this, divert assistance to the most needy, handing out money to everyone, reroutes money could be used for welfare, SSI, Medicaid, etc. Well, you have 7 million veterans getting checks. You have 7 million people getting SSI. I don't know what the number is, Social Security and STI. Doesn't divert money at all. That's all paid for. So no diversion there. It would equate inflation. Well, we are at zero. Actually, we're below zero. The Fed funds rate is below zero, and it's happened once before. So we have cheap debt. We have cheap money. And I think Pelosi and other Democrats have said this is the time to do this because it doesn't cost us anything in the short run to do this. He has this proposal by Josh Hawley, Republican of Missouri, provide for a refundable payroll tax rebate would cover 80% of employer payroll costs applicable to the median wage. The goal with this proposal isn't to necessarily put a stimulus check in Americans' pocket, allow businesses to retain their workers and restart quickly once we're beyond the pandemic. But the problem with that is the businesses, non-essential businesses, are closed. The people are staying home. The people of the Bay Area are staying home. They're not allowed to go out of lockdown because the counties won't let them do it. So how do you do a payroll tax when you have no payees? UBI is transferring money from people who took it from them and giving the money to people who aren't even working. Well, that's everything out there. And if you take the money who took it from, if Art Bell Fan loses his job today, he's going to go to unemployment. And that money came from his checks and a lot of other checks from people who aren't working, but who were working. A negative income tax is a better idea, rewards people for working, not if there's nobody working. A tax for working folks will be lasting and more beneficial. He's talking about normal circumstances. These are abnormal circumstances. Printing more money and handing it out is just socialism. I oppose socialism and Pelosi and Sanders. The money spent on proposed handout will be more beneficial than already established social services and public funding. The Sanders-Pelosi plan encourages more people not to go to work. And this next sentence, I think, is a direct attack on me. Many people are paid more to sit on their ass than they were when they were working. So I replied to this, if I can find it. Art Bell Fan 4 says he opposes socialism. I would hate to hear his opinion on Medicare, Medi-Cal, food stamps, Social Security, unemployment, private aid to the poor, church groups and charities feeding people, food banks, etc., etc. We should rename him Ebenezer Scrooge 2, Ebenezer Scrooge 1 being Mitch McConnell. Many of these socialist ideas he derides came from Germany, which believed in taking care of its workers, and the other all the way back to the 1800s. Art Bell Fan 4 would look at glee when he saw how his fellow Americans are faring in crisis. And we're at the 1800s, you would ask, are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons? He would fit right into the Christmas Carol and give Ebenezer Scrooge a vacation and fire him for being a slacker and dock his pay to boot. And then we have the inbox from Open Lines Jerry. Art Bell Fan 4, no inbox should ever be titled George is wrong. Remember who the master is and who you serve. Well, and I wrote back to Jerry, if he served me, I'd fire him for gross insubordination and having no empathy for the people. So that's how I feel about this. This is the same argument they've made since Goldwater and before on Social Security, on every other social program, but this is a crisis. We need work, we need action now. We need to protect the workers in the hospitals. We need to protect the grocery store workers, the Amazon people, the UPS people, the FedEx people, the post office people, and the restaurant workers who are feeding a lot of us, and the truckers. That's my top priority first. And anybody who's working should get money, and anybody who isn't working should get money because people are hurting. When you have people in Massachusetts line up for food boxes and they're not social distancing, then you have a major problem because they're so desperate for food, they're not worrying about getting a disease. This is mean-spirited, is showing no empathy for his fellow Americans. I don't know. Yeah, so far, oh my God. Well, the masked spoofer has made an appearance, and Harley the kitten is making a pincushion out of her legs. I don't think people expected me to come back. All right, we have first an item here. A mystery item. It's very heavy. I thought it was a brick. And I know who sent this, but I'm not going to say. All right. And we have two items in here. Clunk. And that's my refrigerator top thing. It just fell on the floor. It just goes to the hinge and it keeps falling off. So we have here some very cute items, and they're almost a shame to use. These are kitty spoons. God knows where this person found them, and I'm having trouble holding on to them. These are little kitty, tiny, teensy tiny spoons, almost like baby spoons. And then we have more kitty spoons. And then we have more kitty. And I saw these and I went, oh, they're so cute. We have more kitty spoons. I'm being inundated with kitty spoons. So we have more kitty spoons. And then we have the giant box, also suitable if you decide not to use the spoons. You seal it up, spray varnish on it, and duct tape it and use it as a doorstop. This thing is heavy. And this says 8,000 tablespoons. 8,000 dozen tablespoons. So we'll open this up. There's one spoon as a display spoon. And yes, my whole house will be full of cat decorations. The cats ought to move out soon. It's so easier to heavy. And here we go. And I can, let's see, I could take two of these out. And maybe, I don't know if I could succeed at this. Like castanets or something. There you go. Anyway, these whole bunch of soup spoons. I don't know if I needed that many, but I could use one spoon for every bowl of soup and never use the same spoon for like 2 weeks or something. So thank you for this, whoever sent it. And yeah, she needs something on her legs because the little kitten is doing the same thing that Cleo and Caesar do, and they want mommy's attention, and they perforate her legs and her hip, and they lie on top of her, and their claws are very heavy. And then I got this thing. Boy, did I get ripped. There's a guy named Brandon Weaver who does repair secret videos on YouTube, and his videos are quite good, but he got this little book. This thing is a little book on 609 credit repair, and I bought this. It's way overpriced for what it is. I'll read this when I get a chance. And this is the stuff you're supposed to send in to dispute your credit file. And I do have two things I disputed. I got one removed on one credit, Equifax, but did not get it removed on TransUnion. So, but for what I paid for that, it is definitely, I should have listened to people. And it is definitely a ripoff. So, but I'll look at it and see if it's worthy of any consideration. And it is really hot in here now. It is 80. So let's see if anybody's in here. Now the masked spoofer is taken over. The whole channel is filled with kitten hair and cat hair and masks. So, and now she's it's water. I'm not drinking vodka. If I were drinking vodka, it would have orange juice in it, a screwdriver. I haven't had vodka in years. Hi, Diane. So, long time no see. And boy, is it hot in here. I don't know. Can you hear me if I turn on the fan? Oh, the Russian guy drinks, the weird Russian guy who looks a little like me, which is scary. Yeah, I saw his stuff. He's very strange. But anyway, you don't worry about the deficit when the house is on fire. You go out and get a hose and put the fire out. You call the fire department. You worry about the cost of putting the fire out later. When you call an ambulance, they charge $1,000 to $1,500 for the ambulance. You're sick, you're dying, you've been wounded in a car accident. You're not going to worry about how much it costs to take you to the emergency room. You're going to say, I need to go to the emergency room. I could die from this. You worry about that stuff later and hope your insurance pays for it. Well, thank you, Mask Spoofer, with the nice kitty cat and the kitty mask. Thank you for the donation of $1.49. Yeah, I unbanned you. You have been given a reprieve. I watch her videos, by the way. The kitten. She needs to give some time to Bootsy, the grouchy cat, though. And not go out in her bathrobe in the pouring rain and lightning and thunder and hail. And for all I know, snow. And I do want her, she won't do it. I want her to go to Amarillo and go to that restaurant that has a 40-ounce steak, the baked potato, the biscuits, the salad with blue cheese or something disgusting on it. And you have to eat that in an hour and a half. Yeah, Garfield versus Normal. I think Normal is winning. Harley being normal. And the spoofer being the abnormal. And the pin cushion. Sure you can. Just train. You got to train. You got to not eat. That's an example, because every time a Kathy goes to a restaurant, they got blue cheese on the menu. I can't eat blue cheese. Kathy loves it. Or Roquefort. I can't figure out what Roquefort is. It's cheese. I figure it's a French cheese that a rat died in or something. But I like Thousand Island and oil and vinegar, and without the oil preferably, and vinaigrette and Italian. And a lot of places don't have it. Thank you for the donation to PayPal also. And I didn't compare you to a Nazi. He said, I sent you $3. I don't like comparing him to a Nazi. No, I compared you to the isolationists at the beginning, before World War II, who did not want us to get involved in foreign wars. And that's what I'm comparing you to. You're being an economic isolationist. You're acting as if you're the only person in the country and ignoring everybody else's needs. And I hate this phrase because it got overworked in all the Star Trek movies, and I'm turning it around. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. 350 million Americans, and many of them need help. I don't know how many are working. I know 30 million are out of work. And you're going to deprive them of help, Art Bell Fan 4? I hope not. Or the few. That's Irving Few. He lives in West Plano, Texas, right down the street from the spoofer. And he was throwing the hail over her fence last night. He's mad because he didn't get a check. Now, I came up with another idea. I said they should have automatic data processing send out any future checks. Or they hire that guy, J.G. Wentworth. Then I came up with a third thing, because these guys find you, although I don't personally believe anybody's ever won. Give all the checks to that prize mobile from Publishers Clearinghouse, and they can bring balloons and cake and ice cream and cookies, and everybody can have a big party when you get a check. They come to your door. Publishers Clearinghouse, did I win the sweepstakes? No, you won a stimulus check. Here you go. Here's cake and cookies and ice cream and soda. Oh boy, a party. Those guys find everybody. I get that stuff in the mail. But they say not necessary to pay to win, and yet they're trying to sell you all kinds of junk, and I haven't figured out how to turn it in without. And one of them was missing one of the stickers. I never did mail it off. But they find everybody, because they send that out to everybody. Ed McMahon would come back from the grave, and hi, Ed McMahon, Publishers Clearinghouse. Remember that? J.G. Wentworth Automatic Data Processing issues hundreds of payroll checks. Paychecks, I think, also issues payroll checks. They have no problem paying people. So here we are, weeks into the stimulus, and a lot of people haven't seen a dime. And then the other thing, where is these mystery letters that the IRS was supposed to send out 15 days before they sent you the check or sent you the deposit? Kathy didn't get one. And we're supposed to get one now for SSI on the 13th of May, which isn't mid-May technically, because mid-May would be, I guess, the 15th. Every one of these dates have been vague. I think they use that black ball you turn over and, will I get a check? Perhaps, maybe, most assuredly so, definitely not. The ball is cloudy. You know, they'd have better to get out of the warehouse. What was that, Warehouse 13, that program? They had Nostradamus Brazier, the Oracle of Delphi. Get her thing with the steam that came out that some say had hallucinating properties. Get those things, and you could divine when your check would come in, when it would be mailed. Now, some say that the Postal Service has said they are mailing out tons of checks today. But I haven't been to the Magic 8 Ball. Yeah, does Mnuchin have a giant Magic 8 Ball, or the head, the IRS commissioner? Will there be a check? Maybe Bullwinkle Moose. Beanie, beanie, chili beanie. The spirits are about to speak. And that's how they decide who gets a check or not. If I get it, I'll be very happy. But in a poll, like I said in the previous video, they polled people, and people said the money's gone in a week. They've got so many bills to catch up on. Many of people have no income. Something Art Bell fan can't understand. They're not working because the doors, their businesses have been closed. And if you go to work, you could die. Now, you got a choice. Go to work and die, or you stay home and get a check. Yeah, and the spoofer didn't get enough. That's because they docked her for bad videos. And emergency care, where they had to come out and fix her legs and put mercurochrome on them for all the puncture wounds by the kitten. So, I gotta have some fun. So, this thing with the IRS, they should fire the IRS commissioner. They should fire Mnuchin. They should fire the Social Security commissioner. If there's ever another check. Phil Emerson, you got a note on the top of the screen. You've been banned, and you must have said something to get banned, and it took me 20 minutes to unban the spoofer, so I can't do it now. I'm busy. But if I ban people if they say something disgusting, they say something scatological, they infer that I'm doing drugs or drinking or doing something criminal, or I'm a con man or a fraud, and or they attack my beloved Kathy, or say she's doing something disgusting. That's why. Or if they keep saying something insulting and they won't stop, and I give them warning, and I put them on timeouts, and I remove their comment, and they keep it up, and that's when they get banned. That's the big reasons why people get banned on this channel. The spoofer she was plagiarizing my content, and I stayed on for, I don't know, an hour and a half earlier, and I got one donation other than me, I think. So that's not the case. I can stay on here for 78 hours, I'd get nothing. And that's happened too. 6 hours, don't get a single donation. No, because a lot of banned people are from Burgh, the trolls. And I had to block a few of those today because they came up with disgusting comments and implied that I'm a con man or a crook, or the other thing, you don't deserve any benefits at all. You deserve to starve and not have any money coming in, and presumably no roof over my head, no clothes, no food. The cats and I would both be dead of starvation, and we'd be out in the street. I won't let anybody say that about me. That's disgusting. say that on anybody. I worked for years. I can't work anymore due to health issues and physical problems. So now here's a guy, Action Kid. He walks around New York and films everybody else in New York not walking. He's got an interesting channel. So, you know, you don't make nasty comments about the person that's doing a video. You want to do that? Go do it somewhere else. I'm not going to tolerate it after 8 years. If you don't like it, you can go to hell. Thank you, Spoofer. Oh, look at the little dancing, what is that? Egg? Flower? I don't know. Thank you. She gave me $2 more. So, and some people, after the passage of months, I don't remember why they were banned. I know they just made me mad about something. Or they just keep it up and I get angrier and angrier and I block them. That's it. Goodbye. Yeah. it was very weird. It looked like a dancing egg or a dancing tulip or a dancing baby chicken or something. So anyway, thank whoever sent the spoons. The other book, this stupid thing was $16.95, and I thought it was gonna be a regular book. And I feel ripped, and that's what he looks like. And what's disgusting is it's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's got an office in Pittsburgh. If I ever go back to Pittsburgh, I'm gonna go give him a piece of my mind. And this is like one of those ebooks. This should have sold for maybe $4. I thought it was a real book. You have no way of knowing this is not a full-size book. All you have is a picture of it. So you live and learn. Ah, you have friends in Pittsburgh, huh? We'll have to take care of them. Make them feel some pain. Make them drink Rolling Rock and eat bad Primanti sandwiches have spoiled on the windowsill. Make them drink really old, unopened cans of Duquesne beer. The old stuff, not the new Duquesne. I don't know if they're still around, the new Duquesne, if they made it or not. So... or Old Frothing Slosh, a product of Iron City beer. It's a dancing lemon. What a silly thing, a dancing lemon. How funny. So anyway, it is oh God, it's 2:30. I gotta go over to the post office and feed the micules. And then come back and take a shower and take a nap and do more micule feeding. All I do is feed animals here. I got another bag of stuff to throw out. By the way, another side effect of the lockdown is that the recycling bins here are filling up with cardboard and boxes because people are staying in and they're getting a ton of, the whole building is getting nothing but Amazon. I don't understand how Amazon will be losing money because everybody know. I was going home from the cat feeding one night, and the guy that owns a little cat that loved Ted, what do they have in front of his door? Amazon. I think the entire country's got Amazon. But the bins are full. They're full. We don't get the trash picked up and the recycling bins till Monday. It's Friday and they're full. Stuff is overflowing, and people are also dumping chairs and dead fans and dressers, and they do that anyway. But end tables and downstairs, and there's even a car seat. There's a whole car seat that someone's put. It's got 2 extensions. It looks like something from a '47 Ford or something, a truck, and it's sitting where the mailboxes used to be. And I told the guy. The maintenance guy, I saw him the other guy, and he goes, "Hey, Pittsburgh." So that's what he calls me. And I said, "You better get your truck that you use to take to the dump. This place is getting polluted with junk." And he said, "It's in the shop. It's not working." So, but yeah, it's the old joke, old comment in the old movies where you have relatives in Milwaukee. Ha ha, we shall take care of your Milwaukee relatives. The evil Nazi guy would say that to the people they captured as they're torturing them, threatening their relatives in Milwaukee. Milwaukee has a big German population. At least it used to. Oh, so these are cute. I'm going to open one of these up. Right there, you really can't see how cute they are. These ones. I'll be glad when it's tomorrow when it's supposed to be 69 and not 80. That still didn't open. There we go. I might have to get some of these for Kathy. She would like these. And I bought her a present, but I'm not going to open it when it comes here for an early birthday present. And let's open this one. This is the same thing, but oh, there goes my arm. See, now I had to stretch my arm to reach the scissors, and that's my torn rotator cuff that is not getting repaired because all I want to do is go to physical therapy. And the coronavirus knocked on the idea of going to physical therapy, too, so can't do that. There's the other one. The spoofer could do this with one of these spoons and block the camera. Just block the lens with the kitty spoon and say it's Harley got shrunk into a spoon. You could do that. Right, cover the whole screen. There you go. Cover the whole screen with the spoon. Yeah, they are. So, there's another thought I had for these spoons, but I won't mention it. And I told the spoofer what I thought about her message. So, hey, instant dental work. It's reflective. You could see your teeth in it. So anyway, oh God, I just really, I don't know why my body is so sore here and here. Lying on the bed or coughing on Monday, I was in bad shape or what, but I got all this stuff to move, and oh my God, and I got to clean the floor. I had another problem yesterday. I put the water down, the heater knocked it down. I put my water down somewhere else, and I knocked it down. Then I had my bowl of sugar pops. I put it on the edge of the sink, and suddenly the bowl of sugar pops went bloop and went all over the floor. I had sugar pops everywhere. So 3 times in a row, I had stuff spilling here. And the usual stupid flies that come in from the outside. Not drain flies. So, and that's the first thing I said when I saw this. Oh, they're so cute. So, I'm losing my energy now because it's just too hot. It's too hot in here. I'm getting overheated. How come you never get underheated? You ever wonder about that? You know, it's always overheated. This is Brita filtered water. That's all that's in there. So, Phil Emerson, I'll give you another chance, but I can't do it now. It took 20 minutes to unblock the spoofer. I had to wade through all the cat hair that was on my channel. And I had to brush it all off my chin. So when after this video, I'll go and do it after I've had some rest. Quit nagging, or I'll keep you blocked. Don't nag me all the time. Don't tell me what to do. You want to get unblocked? I'll look into it, but not now. I'm tired. You'll have to wait and take a number. By the way, I looked at how many people I've blocked. It's 216. That's how many trolls have come on in 8 years and caused me problems. Hello, Harley. And they shouldn't cause me problems. No, I don't. There, a lot of them are deliberate. What they do, they come in there and they say, "My name is Fred Sixpack," and they insult me. I block them. They come back. Sam 7-pack. He must be, because he's not my son. I've never had a child. And Kathy can't. She's been fixed. She had a hysterectomy or hysterectomy or whatever the hell it is. And she's still mad at Patty. She needed the ride home, and Patty didn't come to pick her up and gave her an excuse that her boyfriend had the car or some crap like that. And Kathy had to take the bus home in Bart after having a hysterectomy, which I thought was terrible. Patty can be very, very selfish and make excuses. Well, I don't know how I could claim to be my son. I didn't even know about him until the spoofer told me about him, and somebody else told me about him. This guy looks like you. And I looked at him. Yeah, but you know what? He's really dumb. There was one video I was told about that he was bitching about, where's my vodka? You've taken my vodka. That sounds like the Russian version of Don't Take Away My Gusto. Remember that Schlitz campaign? Hello, JKM Crave TV. Now, he does great videos where he eats stuff that he buys from Soup in Your Pocket or something. I don't know. That would be a weird product. Pour hot boiling soup in your pocket and then eat it with your hands. You know? But I'm being facetious. But I haven't watched his videos for a while. I've got something like 130 subscriptions, so I can't possibly watch everything. But I subscribe to some guys because they've subscribed to me, and it's just fair to do that. And but I have watched some of his videos, and maybe I need to eat the whole. Well, I've done that with the honey barbecue wings from KFC. I don't need a bucket. I get a box. 24 wings. I love those things. I shouldn't eat them. Wonder if you could develop a device that would take a small laser and just put the videos right in your cornea and just beam them into your eye, and you would have to sit there and or clamp it on, like you went virtual reality, just clamp it in your head, and the YouTube video would go, and it would go in your brain, and then when you're done, it would shut off and go to the next video. You can even watch them when you're sleeping. You just props your eyes open and you wake up, go to bed, bloodshot eyes. You wake up with bloodshot eyes. You've been watching YouTube and you didn't even know it. You were sound asleep. I'm sure there was, but and it's one blink for like and two blinks for dislike. I don't know how you send them super chat when you're sleeping, but now if I won the lotto, one of the things, I go to Best Buy if it's still open after all this mess is over, and I go to Magnolia and I get the Sony 100,000 98-inch for 8K television. Now imagine if I had a couple of those around in my new house, and you saw in the background me or something I'm talking about, 8K, 198-inch TV. That's huge. That'd be cool. Watch Bugs Bunny on a 98-inch TV or something. Yeah. And Luke Miani was talking. He said this a couple times now. He gets a brand new MacBook and he takes the wrapping off. He says, it smells like baby carrots. And I said, well, I said in a comment, I said they should get Warner Brothers and do a commercial for, yeah, the new Mac is out and it smells like baby carrots. Oh, I smell baby carrots and a wabbit. Because they have baby Elmer Fudd too. I'm going like, baby carrots? Computer wrapping or the box or something smells like baby carrots. And, I know what baby carrots are. I eat them, but are there little baby carrots with little diapers, in some field somewhere? Little tiny baby carrots? Big buck. Oh, he buys a big buck. Yeah, I was looking at Five Guys price their fries. I couldn't figure out. So one guy was in there. Guess he did his phone order. He had a mask on, and they had different. I think the second tier of price was like $4.99. They give you a huge bag of fries. I mean, just gigantic bag of fries. I don't like their burgers, but you get a lot of fries. What is that? Oh, yes. I've thought of getting a pillowcase, and the spoofer wants me to wear. Oh, it fell down. I can't get it out. The alien mask. You want you to wear that when I go out one day. A puffer fish, yeah. Puffer fish? I don't eat puffer fish. Those things are poisonous. I guess we'll see the Russian get drunk and try to eat a puffer fish. Oh, there's the mask. I don't know what they do to me if I walked into Safeway like this. Put the, let's see, how could I do this? We'll get a kitty mask. Now these don't fit well on my head with the white elastic. The one with the black elastic, although it's getting kind of wet because I'm breathing. How about that? Would that work? I can't see. Okay. Oh, you see, these are they're too tight. Oh, and now I just, oh, geez. Well, that didn't work. I just broke one. Tried to stretch it and broke. It's annoying. These are so cute, too. I'll be more careful with this one. I think. I was a big head. I'm going to ask Zoe to make these some with the black elastic, and that's stretchy, but this one's really tight. Okay, here we go. Actually, you wouldn't know if I'm wearing a mask. All he has is a little tiny mouth slit, which is anatomically correct for the alien. And this would be very distracting if he was flashing at people. Attention, human shoppers. We have the gray light special. Okay. There we go. Now I can't breathe. Can't get any air in here. Look, I am your father. There you go. Try to breathe with that thing on. Try to see with this thing. Can't see either. There we go. What I really want to do is have the whole outfit, and have a green head. I should put that green, I don't have it at hand, the green wig on, too. Oh, and it gets really hot in this thing. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Whew. That would be difficult for any... Yeah, it'd be difficult for any long period of time to wear that damn thing. I don't even duct tape would fix this. I don't know what. I'd have to find some. May have to send this to Zoe. Would you sew this back on, or would you put the black thing on? I don't know. She'd have to unstitch it. That's a pity. You haven't seen these. There's this one, which is cuteness, and there's this one, which is kitties on one side and balloons on the other. And Kathy took two of them. I have another one with dogs and cats on them. And this one, again, very cute. But it's a little bit too small for me. No, I did not get my stimulus check. I'd have better luck if the Grays showed up, wanted to probe me. Maybe they've got my stimulus check. I don't know, I get stimulated both ways. Stimulates my temper not to get my stimulus check. I can't buy stuff and fix our car. Who came up with that word stimulus anyway? If you think it sounds like something of a strange medical laboratory. We're stimulating you. Oh no, not that. I can't be stimulated. That would be disgusting and crude. Oh boy. It gets hot in this corner. And my fan in the bedroom isn't working. It died. So I have no fan in the bedroom now to go buy another fan. And what this place really needs, if it's for my place, I would put in 1, 2, 3 ceiling fans in here. No, it's still sitting here. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's here somewhere. I've had too much other stuff go on. It's still here. So I'll do that I'll do that this weekend and let it sit for a while. I start getting a headache when it's too hot too. So I have all these coffee cups lying around that I'm gonna finally, I think, pull down the fly paper this weekend. I haven't seen a drain fly in a while, so I think I destroyed them all. Then I can put my coffee cups back up. And I've got to get all this junk out of here, sweep and mop the floor, and then start working on it. I'm waiting for the stimulus for another reason. I want to get rid. I've got 2 plastic shelves, one of which is they're both sagging because the bookcase is leaning on them, and I want to get at least about 5 of those drawers with bins and put those on the counter to put all the loose stuff in. Thank God I've been on for 47 minutes. Anyway, but anybody who wants to deprive the American people of extra money that they need is just plain wrong. And if I never got another check, I'd be eminently happy with $1,200, but I could sure use $2,000 a month for 3 months. Back to March. I don't think I know many. The only person I know that one of my friends objects to it, he said, I don't want the check. And yet he isn't working for a living, so I'm going like, you're not working and you have no income. You need money. But I can't sway him to change his opinion. Put the money away. He wants to get a car. Put the money away so you can buy a car, too. What the hell is in there? There's something. Oh, there's already spoons in there. God, there's a lot of spoons. I gotta take the stuff off the cutting board and put all these spoons away. I'm probably gonna have to wash them too. I'm gonna puncture my hand with a scissor. Ow! That is hard plastic on the back of the spoon. There. Will it slide out? No. It stayed on. It would not. It refused to go. This one broke. It's a tough piece of plastic. You can't get any purchase underneath it to cut it. Oh, man. At the Plastico. There's the giant soup. So if I had any giant soup to go with it. Stephen Quayle's giant soup in a box, you know. The guy's obsessed with giants. No, they zip tied it to this piece of cardboard that was on top of the other spoons. To make sure the spoon couldn't get away and go with the cow over the moon. Remember that guy? No, I would not vote for Trump today for the handling of the stimulus business. I'm mad at Trump. I get all these donation letters and emails, and there is one thing I would do if I had the money. He sent me an email. I don't know if I would sit at the right hand. If I had the money to spare, he sent me an email, donate, and you have a chance to have dinner with Donald Trump. Which means I'd wind up with Russian KFC wings and vodka. Except that Trump doesn't drink. I would donate for a chance to talk to Trump. Boy, Mr. President, I have to say, no, I'm not going to vote for Biden. Hello, Christopher. The man's senile. He'll have the strings pulled by Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. No. I'll just sit this one out. I don't know. I'm sure you have your price tag. How much would you take to vote for Biden? $32 billion. $1 billion. Dr. Evil pays Diane Kimball off to vote for Joe Biden. Oh, I'm sorry. We were having you vote for Juan Biden. We have to take the money back. Art Belfour says so. Oh, God. I can't drink a glass of water. That's all there is in there. It's a pink glass or an orange glass or something. It's water. And I can't drink tomato juice. It makes me sick to my stomach anymore. Which is weird because I can eat Classico tomato sauce. Doesn't do that, but tomato juice. I can't drink tomato juice. I used to drink tomato juice. Kathy used to drink this stuff called Snappy Tom. She can't drink that either, and she loved it. You get old and your body changes. No, he won't pick Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is, I want to be on the ticket. I want to be on the ticket. Like Gollum, waiting by the sidelines. Oh, yes, please, let me get in the ticket. Please, let me get in the ticket. Pick me, pick me. He will probably pick the one from Georgia who thinks the election was stolen from her by racist. If he picked Ocasio-Cortez from the Bronx, who would or Brooklyn, or go down to defeat, if he picked the Iliad, or whatever the hell her name is, the Muslim from Minnesota, he's not going to pick Elizabeth Warren. He's going to pick a woman, so it's going to be a woman. He could pick that senator from Arizona, the one who got shot. Yes, of course, I think. Okay, there's two thoughts in this. We know pretty much it came from Wuhan in a biological lab. I will choose SpongeBob. SpongeBob refused. I have more integrity than that. Wait, hold. And SpongeBob is a male, so that cuts him out. Maybe they could. I've got the choice. No, not Oprah. Don't Oprah. He's gonna choose Mr. What the hell is the name of that thing? Not Mr. Crab, the other guy. Looks like a little amoeba, always loses. Yeah, SpongeBob. No, he'd probably think SpongeBob is his daughter or something. Plankton. He'd pick Plankton. Plankton, or even worse, he would pick what the hell? I cannot remember his name now. We've watched enough of those episodes, but he. Uh, hey, there, Biden and Squidward. There, Squidward and the dumb one. Who's it? Patrick. Patrick. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got the perfect choice from because she would lecture him how now not to talk, and she would have a control over Biden. It Miss I can't not remember her name either, but she did the boat school with SpongeBob, the driving school, and that drove her nuts. SpongeBob drove her crazy. She's the head. She's the woman fish in charge of the driving school. That would be Biden's running mate, a female fish. Thank you again, Mass. Oh, it's wearing a cape. Look at that. What are we eating for dinner? We are eating nothing for dinner. I don't know what I'll be eating for dinner. Either Meals on Wheels or the last pot pie. I got a whole bag of potatoes I got to unbox here. I got to find a paper bag to put them in before they start rotting on me. So, oh. I don't know when my stuff was going to come here. Hold on. I have some other stuff coming in. Hold on. Oh, there's something else. Hold on, Amazon guy. I got a question for you. Hello. Hold on a minute. One question, real quick. I've asked this to 20 people I've seen out and about. Nobody's done it yet. Have you gotten your stimulus check? You got it. When did you get it? Did the IRS send you a letter in advance saying stimulus check? After. Okay. I've asked so much people, nobody's gotten it. I haven't gotten it either. So they're saying now the 13th. We need to fix our car. Is that for me too? No. Okay. Yeah. You guys deserve like 2 for what you're doing. No, but you're risking your life, man. Later. I'm live on YouTube. That's why I'd ask. Ooh. All right, we have another item. And by the way, it's not fair. It's not fair. Jeff Bezos hates me, I think, or something, or he rigged it. The Amazon guy got his 2 days ago. His dad got it, but one of his coworkers didn't got it. And I said, "Did you get a letter from the IRS before they sent you the money?" And he said, "No, I got it after." So that's the first guy who said who actually got a letter. He got it after. All right, we have another Burgh box here. God, I stepped out there for 30 seconds. I feel like I'm baked alive. I don't know if I want to go out and feed the cats. I may, the hell with the post office. I may wait till like 6 or 7 o'clock till it cools down a little bit. All right, what's in here? Okay. This is a great cable if you've got an iPad. And I think they have ones for phones too. Box is dirty. All right, this is the same one I used to use for the old iPad. And the iPad cable, by the way, this is being charged as I speak. At least I hope it is. The brick keeps falling out of everything I plug it into. It keeps tilting downward. It's too heavy, I think. So this is the Anchor charging cable with the amazing flying piece of paper. And this is for iPhone, iPad, and iPod. I can hold on to it. And this has a nice Velcro band on it. It has a serial number tag. It's armored. Now this will fray if you aren't careful with it after time. But the advantage of this is that it is not this short ass little cable you get from Apple, and this, unlike Apple's cables, has a lifetime warranty. If you damage it, if it breaks, if it frays, they send you a new one. So, and I can do jump rope with it. I could have it make a Western necklace out of it. I could hang myself with it if I don't get my check. No, you can go outside and sunbathe. I'm allergic to grass. I go out, I start breathing like Vader again. No, but this is, now I don't have to lie in bed and hold the iPad up in the air to watch YouTube or Amazon or play my games, because this thing is, I think it's 6 feet long or something. Let me, hold on. No problem, I can't. 18-month hassle-free warranty. Now, they used to have a lifetime warranty, so they must have changed that. Somewhere in there it said how long this is. Let's hope it works. I asked specifically about this for this iPad, and they say, yeah, it works. Now, this is getting red hot for some reason, which I don't understand either. The iPad cable that Apple gave me, this better work. Now, Apple has proprietary connections to their iPads, but Anchor must license this because it works. Except now it's all tangled with the iPad cable. This is the iPad cable. 3-foot cable, dinky. If this ever breaks, I can cut it off and use it as a lanyard for my house keys. You can see how long this thing is. It's 10 feet. Excuse me. 13 fun graduation ideas to make your 2020 graduate feel loved. Oh, that's what I always wanted to hear when I wanted to graduate from high school. Oh yeah, it's charging. Nate DePlew. I hadn't given him yet. I went out. I got interrupted by Amazon. The news that everybody's getting a check but moi. I know what happened. They'll send me a check. It'll be $1.98. Oh, we've seen your videos. We hate you. You're an evil Republican. Up yours, George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. And we're Eagles fans, so ha 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 ha. You'll get no money. Ha ha. I thought I was getting a check. I left for the hills because I got evicted. Hey, there's some rustling out there. I wonder what that noise is. Hello, senor. We are the federales. You know, the revenue police. Did you bring my stimulus check? Stimulus check? Stimulus check? We don't got to give you no stimulus check. Ha 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 ha! Andale, vámonos, muchachos! Treasure Sierra Madre, Humphrey Bogart, John Huston. And I know the actor's name, but I don't remember it because I had to look up the picture. That's how I feel. We're not going to give you no stinking stimulus check. I don't remember. My attention span is like a gnat right anymore. Will I buy roses with Kathy for my Chinese virus money? I'm not going to call it Chinese. I don't want money with Chinese virus. We already got Chinese virus. Yeah, here, Kathy. Here's some roses I bought with Chinese virus on them. I'm not either. If it comes, I'll probably have a heart attack and drop dead of shock. But like I've said before, every date on this has been wrong. And the two that got me really were early May and mid-May. I was waiting for late May. I figured that was next. And I don't know why maybe somebody has, or if they hadn't, they should have done a parody of this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. You can't win without a bet. Okay, place your bets. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Betting is closed. Now we spin the wheel, and you'll get to see what date you'll get your stimulus check, if any. Kathy is not going to ride a gas scooter. You must be joking. She bitches about riding in a Prius with air conditioning. She's going to go out in the heat and ride a gas scooter? It's hotter where she lives than it is here a lot of times. There's no wind coming off the bay. Yeah, be lucky if they don't send you a bill. Well, we don't have a bill for you, but we sent the Aflac duck. Our IRS trucks run over them in the parking lot. We sent you the bill for the taxidermy. No. Don't come up with weird stuff like that. She's not riding no Vespa down the street, and it's not enough money to buy one anyway. I had a moped once. It was hard enough when I was thin and young to ride that. Think, this is Kathy. She's more set in her ways in her own way than I am. Now I have to get up for a second. Something blew in the cat water dish. I gotta dump it out. I don't know, a piece of paper or something. Yeah. Oh, it's hot in the kitchen, too, and there's nothing on in the kitchen except the light. Oh. All right. $5. I got to get up and get the phone. You want me to call Kathy? $5 and, no, 10%. $6.50. Pay the fee. I'll call her for $6.50, Glock. I've gotten up enough unless I go get water or have to go to the bathroom again or pass out in the heat. It is now 82 in here. And there's no air. These are more like maroon than red. I don't know where the red shorts are. Oh, God. I was going to go to the store last night. I'm out of Snapple. We'll drink. Now, this is ginger ale. This is not vodka. This is no alcoholic. There is no alcoholic stuff in this house. Not even mouthwash. Somebody said Listerine. It's god-awful. They used to be yellow years ago. My dad used Listerine. That was nasty stuff. All right, there is my ginger ale. I think it's a planned biowar attack. They developed this in a lab. It either got up a mistake or they deliberately did it to destroy the world's economy. First, they're not basketball shoes, they're walking shoes. Second, I have no genetics for basketball. White Jews can't jump. And with my knees, I'm not going to shoot hoops. And where would I get a gun that would shoot a hoop? I'd like one of them hoop shooting guns, please. I tried playing basketball when I was about 13, and the white guys and the black guys said, "You're terrible." I never made a basket. I would have had to cut the pole down and make it about this tall for me to make a basket. I try to take paper and ball it up and hit the trash can, and about 90% of the time I miss the trash can across the kitchen floor. So yeah, but you know what, Christopher, if you're on unemployment right now and you're getting unemployment and you're not going back to work, underlying thing in the back of your mind is you don't want to go to work and get sick and die. Because you don't know, it's like Russian roulette. You don't know who's walking in there and has undetected coronavirus because they have no they're asymptomatic. Glad I don't have to say that 3 times fast. They're not sick, but they have the disease. I wouldn't go to work if I were working now. I'd be getting unemployment. And I'd be maybe paying someone to come in and help me clean the bedroom up so I could turn on the portable air conditioner. At least I'd be comfortable and not working. Although if it's over 80, the portable air conditioner, it's too much for the portable air conditioner. It won't work. Buy some more fans. I turn on the giant fan. It puts out a huge amount of cold air, but it's too damn noisy. I can't hear anything. No. Because except for Orangey, none of the feral cats will let me pick them up. I've tried with Tiny One. When Talkie was around, I was able to hold him. Orangey let me hold him, but not for very long. Mama Cat and Kitten, forget it. So they're not going to be on my lap. If I ever get a house and they're all tested, they're all checked out for leukemia, kitty AIDS, pan virus, whatever the hell that thing is, worms, leukemia, and they all can go with me, and they all have a home. After 6 months, 6 months or so, they'd probably all start nuzzling me, and Mama Cat does it anyway. So is Tiny One, but they'd crawl up my lap. I'd wake up and they'd be sleeping next to me, and then I'd have to have them in a separate building, other than Fluffy, Little Girl, and Fuzzy. Orangey knew them and used to play with them till the maniac in this building chased Orangey out of the complex. Orangey loved playing with my kitties. He liked my kitties. I would love. Now I have held pretty gray one. I've held a pretty gray one once. I was a center. I wouldn't say it was good. I certainly wasn't great, but I was adequate. I did my job. And I was a very good catcher. Until I took the mask off, and then I was scared of the ball. I wasn't scared of the ball with the mask on and the equipment on, but I was scared of the ball when I got up. Had to bat. Blue collar wrote to open up business. The problem is, with no treatment and no vaccine, are people going to want to go back to work? The number one thing is worrying about themselves, and if they have a family, their family. I mean, Florida may be opening up. Georgia, I think, opened up. Some other places opened up. How many people are going to show up? They're worried about if I go out and this guy is there, and even if he's got a mask on, can I take a chance on opening a business? Spectacular had a live video thing this morning with the coin guy in Florida, and the coin guy says there's one big problem. I got hand sanitizer, but I'm running out. And some guy said you can get it down at CVC or Walgreens. They got it. You got to sanitize everything. I go to Safeway and they got a guy standing there with a spritz bottle and they're spraying all the shopping carts, and it's really gooey and it's icky and I hate touching them. But they're disinfecting the shopping carts. And I wouldn't have done it that way. I would have had something like a little car wash with a hose, and you just push the shopping carts through it, or have a machine pull it, and everything would be automatic to do that. So you would just stand there with a spray thing. That's how I think. Make it easier. But if I were working today, I would not go into work. I'd say, screw it. I'm not going to take a risk. I have asthma and COPD, and I'm allergic to grass, and I got a sinus infection. and I got breathing difficulties, I'm not going to go anywhere near where I can get infected and die. And a lot of people have health issues like that. And the people with sleep apnea, they may have the same problem with that too. Where they got to wear that machine at night, like Vader or something. So, what are you going to do? You have to weigh. Do I want to go back to work? And the requirement, it's for so many months, and they are not required to look for work. So if you really think of yourself or your family, you go, well, if I get this unemployment and I don't have to go back to work for 6 months or a year and a half, and they don't come up with a vaccine in 6 months, and I'm better off staying at home, even though I'm going stir crazy. I got to think of me, my family, my relatives. He loves to do this. Wants me to spend money on scooters. Now he wants me to spend money on outdoor cat homes. No, this is not my building. We have cat haters that would destroy anything I put out, and they have. They've smashed the cat's water dish. They've removed the cat's food dishes. Okay, 91,000 locked down for 9 deaths. How many people are infected? And the potential is there. Remember, these things are exponential. You may have a city, there's Guam has no corona deaths. But who's living in Guam? 1,300 infected, 9, all right? That's 10% be 130, 5% be 65, 2.5% be 32. So 9 into 32 goes 4 times. So a quarter of that got infected. But it takes one person to infect 2, and then they can infect 4. They're doing this precaution. You just have to live with it for a while. It sucks, but there's nothing you can do about it. You're just lucky those 13 with infected didn't spread it to 4,600, 412, 5,200 other people, or worse. I have the cat thing here, and I have the thing somebody sent me, and as soon as I go get the foam and the caulking material and a drill to drill the chain in so they won't steal the the dog house, I'll put that out there for the kitties. And it is domed, and it will be sealed, or not sealed, but it'll be insulated, and front and back entrance, and they can sleep in it. Now, pretty gray cat might wind up sleeping in that. I don't know. My cats might wind up sleeping in it. I'll try, but I can't leave it downstairs. They'll steal it. Or some idiot will take a knife to it and cut the fabric. This isn't my home. Yeah, well, the problem is seniors get it, and the young are getting it, and little kids are getting it. We still gonna have to worry about this because it's still running around in the population. It's the people that don't know they're infected. It's a problem. It's like you get gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, AIDS. You don't know you've got it until you get symptoms, and this thing doesn't show the symptoms up. And that's the problem. Macy's plans to open up. How are they going to do that? All the stores, they're going to let one person in at a time. They said you won't be able to try perfumes on. You won't be able to try jewelry on. That's going to change their business model because all the women go in there and the place smells like whale ambergris being sprayed in the air 24 hours a day. I can't even breathe when I go into the Powell Street Macy's because it's got so much perfume on the first floor. And some are allergic or sensitive to perfumes. They never probably go into Macy's. So that's the problem. And it is a death sentence, you get it. I know there's a survival rate, but you're spending the wheel on how many people get it and survive and how many people have their health wrecked. There are people that have had it and survived, but their health has been destroyed. So it's not a good thing to have, no matter whether you live or not. It's if you survive, then you got the ramifications of having had it in the first place. And then they claim there's no guarantee that you'll have immunity to it. You can get it again. It's like the house guest that never leaves. The bad house guest you can't wait to get rid of because he's a pest or annoying or an idiot. Tiger Kitty, how you doing? Yeah, I'm safe. I'm just roasting my ass off. Put this away. Yeah. At Corona, you're not going to be joining the Marines. Because we don't know enough about this disease. If it mutates, if you get it, if it mutates out there, they already say there's mutations already. Well, Christopher, I think you're wrong. They have to do this based on potential. 9 people can spread that to 18. They can spread that to 36. Then they can spread that to. It gets higher and higher, and more people are. It more gets transmitted. And I don't, even though I didn't have asthma and COPD, I wouldn't want to take that chance. Neither does Kathy. She's wearing a mask. She didn't at first. I didn't at first. Couldn't find one. And then the ones I had, the rubber broke. Not broke. The rubber was so elastic after sitting there for years. So, I wear those things. I don't wear them when there's nobody on the street. I keep it on my face, but I pull it down so I can breathe. I can't get any air in my nose. And I have one mask that's supposed to come in, a full face shield mask that hasn't come in yet. This makes it really hard to breathe and to see. It's cute. But now it's partly I'm in here, but this gets really hot under here too, unless there's a breeze. So I can freak people out. Come on, try to slip off my ear. See, it doesn't want to stay on because it's too tight. I can sit there, and people would think their sound has gone wrong. What's wrong with the sound? I don't know. I'm talking. Can you hear me? And I'm not saying anything. I'm just, hi, this is George Sender, the guy from Pittsburgh. Welcome to the channel. And people go nuts. I can drive people crazy. Oh, it's hot in that thing. Ooh. It's now 84. With the door open. And the scooter engine's turned off. I am not going to ruin the nice mask to put greasy chicken and ribs and sauce all over them. No, these masks are for me to use. I just gotta have to ask Zoa to make me some with the black elastic and make them wider. So they're all too small for my big head. They're very cute. This has little cats with bluebirds on them. But they're too. I tried to stretch these as much as I could. This one is really tight. I only have one, the dog and kitty one, that's black and white, and it fits. Now this is okay, but it's still too tight, and I can't talk. and it's trying to slip off. It needs to be a little longer. No, I can't afford medical marijuana munchies. I get the munchies and it's scary. You would see food being destroyed in record numbers. I'd be munching on everything. I'm already hungry as it is half the time now without medical marijuana because I get bored and I eat. Or I do videos and I've eaten for like 6 hours and I'm starving and I start eating everything in sight because I've eaten all day. My body's craving carbohydrates or proteins or whatever the hell it is. Grease, I don't know. You know? Of course they're reported. The Surgeon General makes those reports every year. It's silly to say that. Emphysema, lung cancer, COPD, breathing difficulties, heart attacks are tied to smoking. Other forms of cancer, pulmonary edema, strokes. I'm sure they have figures somewhere out there. Oh, there goes the mask. See, it objected to being worn in the heat. Oh boy. Just came a little loose here. Oh boy. Chris, you're beating a dead horse, you know? I'll just give you the phrase, your mileage may vary. Someone else can live in a city where it's running rampant. Chicago, New Orleans, Los Angeles, Santa Clara County. You may remember the movie Goldfinger, where I believe the figure he said was American motorists kill that many people every day. I think he said the figure was 30,000 people. Every year, I mean, not day. Somebody in New York, some crazy woman threw somebody off the bus because he wasn't wearing a mask. He died. Now, what are the odds on that? They arrested her. The guy's still dead. People have fallen in the subway in front of a BART train. They were not pushed and they're not committing suicide. They trip and fall and get run over by the train. Ugh. Oh, here's a cute one. What murder hornets can tell us about the stock market? Who knew? Let's see here. Here's some Playboy and email. Drugs and Leisure, the blazing truth, pushing back on 4 cannabis myths. Remember when all they had was women? Oh, I know who Biden could nominate. Caitlyn Jenner. And you'd have male and female. Oh, you'd have both sides. Let's see. The cartoon of the day is Pac-Man in an easy chair wearing glasses. He's jumping up and down and eating dots. Okay. Whoops. What happened there? Okay. Oh. All right. Okay, I think that's all the Amazon. Unless somebody sends me something. Oh no, I got 2 more things. Let's see when those are going to arrive. I got my other book, which is Worthy. That's in San Francisco right now at 7 o'clock in the morning. Who knows when the hell it will show up. And then I got another item, and I know that's not going to get there anytime soon because it's coming from beautiful downtown China. And this is Package was left the carrier facility May 8th, and it will not get here until possibly June 17th. Now, we have something on, whoops, wrong channel. Okay, we have Kathy's item, which will be May 11th. And we have the one other item from eBay. By the way, the Simple Green D was $29.95 plus shipping. We have the item here, May 9th, estimated delivery. And originally it was supposed to be to like June. So, and that'll be it unless I get the stimulus. So that's, unless someone sends me stuff, no Burgh unboxing until next month. And it won't be a lot because I got to pay Kathy back her money. Well, I didn't know that. I was just making a joke because Dennis Miller was talking about Caitlyn Jenner. He said that Jessica Lange, there was an interview, and the guy said, I was watching it, some award ceremony, and you remind me of Caitlyn Jenner. You're so beautiful, and remind me of Caitlyn Jenner. And Jessica Lange said, thank you, but he said you could see the look in her eyes, like, what the hell are you talking about? And that's the word he used. You're comparing me to a transsexual. Are you nuts? Miller is not politically correct, of course, but it was funny. Oh, man, there's no wind out there at all. So, you know, I watch You, The Street, Fox News. I get stuff from CNN, CNBC, or whatever the hell they call it, MSNBC. All kind. I get Las Vegas news. I get stuff from USA Today. I'm watching all kinds of. I'm not watching as much as I did because I'm a little burnt out on news about Wuhan, the coronavirus, and all that. Oh, SF Gate, Los Angeles Times, New York Times, Chicago Tribune, you name it, newspapers. I like Tucker Carlson. But I don't really get to watch. I watch the videos that are replayed on YouTube. But I haven't been watching much political stuff, except for Red Eagle, Lauren Ingraham I don't watch. I haven't watched a lot of political stuff because I'm a little burnt out on politics before Wuhan. I was burnt out on the impeachment. That was all trumped up stuff, no pun intended. All lies and made up stories. Because a bunch of people can't accept a legitimate election. I watch replays in the morning when I'm awake. If I was watching Fox and Friends, I kind of like those guys. Watch a little Huckabee. I watch a little bit of Bill O'Reilly. And that's about it. And Rush, of course. And occasionally I like, oh, God. Oh, what's his name? I hate it. I can't remember names anymore. Mark Levin. I was trying to think Mark Stein. I had to think about Mark Levin. Mark Levin's brilliant. What experience he had. He's running this infection thingy. I think Mike Pence is quite content to stand back and stay in the background. For one thing, he probably wouldn't get the ration of crap dumped on Trump. He's happy where he is. He may run in 2024. It'll be interesting to see if Biden does lose. Who will the Democrats field in 2024? Will Bernie do it again? Will Bloomberg spend another $8 gazillion to lose? Will Yang come out and try to run? Some of these guys, you will never hear them again. They'll just drop out and go back to whatever they're doing. And you have that Mark, whatever the hell, Cuban Mark something. He wants to run. He owns an NBA team or something. But in this toxic atmosphere, I wouldn't run for president. Your dead father could beat Joe Biden in a chess game. Yeah, and Joe would think he's playing checkers. or Chinese checkers with them. He'd be going, where are all the marbles? I don't see any marbles, and I love the colors. They're so pretty with the light shined on them. Joe Biden would climb into a cardboard box from Amazon and think he's driving Formula One. I can't understand this. I got 715 subscribers. Where the hell are they? Joe Biden makes coffee nervous. That's good. Yeah, what does coffee do when it can't sleep? You ever wondered about that? What does coffee take if it can't sleep? You drink too much coffee, you can't sleep. But how does coffee get to sleep? No. Remember, a lot of these guys, they start a YouTube channel and they're not subscribed. They just come in. I know who my subscribers are. I've looked at the list. So you take off 1,575 subscribers. You take off the 200. I still got 1,300 subscribers and aren't watching the videos. Well, Pilgrim, I'm the one that has to decide that. I looked down the list today and I saw some of the people, and I had one guy who was writing me in Arabic and insulting me. He was coming back with English. They had him too. I don't remember all of them, but a lot of them are from the evil website. They make multiple handles. They have multiple channels with no content. And I've seen somebody that they do no videos and they've got 500 subscribers. Now you explain that one to me. How are they getting 500 subscribers with no videos? What do they do? Stare at a test pattern on the computer? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm too hot, and I got to get done with this, take a shower, maybe take a short nap, and go feed the kitties. Yeah, I do. The owner of that evil site, he gets paid ad revenue. Every page where they talk about me makes money. And I don't know what some of those people could be very well off, and they're paying to do this whole harassment campaign for 8 years. It's sick, though. If I had this place, if I lived in a bigger place, or this place was perfectly clean and straightened out and everything was in order, they'd still complain. You have too much stuff, you're too fat, your teeth are broken, your hair's wrong, your face is wrong, you're too, you talk too much, you don't talk enough, we can't hear you. You object to the trolls. You talk about the trolls too much. You don't talk about the trolls enough. It's always something with these clowns. I would love to be left alone. I was getting a lot of really disgusting stuff in the mail for a long time. Someone was paying to send that stuff off. And I've been stalked at Starbucks. I've been stalked here. And I think for a while I was literally followed by people who would stop their cars at an intersection and wouldn't go anywhere for 5 minutes. And they had tinted windows. Explain that one. So you can think you want to they're going to mass amnesty. That's up to me, Mike. So please don't suggest that again. I have to go in there, and it took me 20 minutes to unblock the spoofer. I had to figure out where it was. They make it very hard to make it easy to block somebody. You go to their name and you go and block. But to unblock, you go through a lot of changes to find the area where your subscribers are that you've banned. And you click on you go to that, and you go to their channel and unblock them. But the people who have been blocked, for the most part, came in and made disgusting comments or untrue comments, or said I'm a con man or crook or whatever, or you don't deserve to get benefits, you deserve to die. I had two guys come in the chat within the last week, a live chat, and say I need to die. You think I'm going to unban those people? No. The hell with them. Well, guys, I'm starting to fade because it's so hot in here. So I'm going to end this. I apologize. No, I don't have a will or a burial plot. Who would want all this munificence? I would have to put money aside and hope to do that one day. If I do die, Justin gets all the paranormal books. Kathy gets all the videos. No, I'm not going to be back tonight. I've done 2 today. That's enough. I need to rest, I'm an old guy. I need my nap. I need a shower. I need to eat. I still need to do laundry. I got to feed the cats. I'm not the Energizer Bunny here. I'm not, I don't have a thing that winds me up and I just keep banging the drum and talking all the time. I have to get out of this chair for a while. People don't realize that there's a strain in my body. The arms of this thing push against my legs, and that hurts. The back pushes against my spine and my butt, and that hurts. And sitting here, my feet get numb. So it's not easy to sit in here. This is a horrible chair, but it was free. And there's not a lot of room to put another chair in. So eventually I'll have the bedroom cleaned up, and I'll turn on the air conditioner, run it for 20 minutes, jacks my electric bill if something appears. And then I'll start doing, when I have a newer computer, I'll start doing videos. I don't need a newer computer, I don't think, an iPad. But when I have room in there and the air conditioner going in, two new fans, I used to have to turn them off because nobody could hear me in there. I'll start doing videos in the bedroom after I've run the door. I used to be able to close the door to the bathroom. It's in the wall now. It won't pull out. I can close the door to the bedroom, I think. And after 80 degrees, the air conditioner won't cool anymore. It just starts putting out hot air. So I have to go in there when it's 70 and run the air conditioner and turn it off and do very short videos, because after a while it becomes intolerable in there. It gets like 85, 90 degrees in there and I'm dying. This is why I want land where I can make money and build a house with ductless air conditioning and a pool. Air conditioning, I could go a lot, and a nice comfortable chair from Office Depot or Staples. I don't have Office Depots around anymore, but I know Staples is. They have some really nice cushioned chair, but they're not cheap. And sit in a nice cushioned chair. And then I wouldn't be feeling pain from sitting in an uncomfortable chair that's got hard arms and a hard back. All right. That's it. I'm done. Bye, Dan. Bye, Mike. Bye, Christopher. And the spoofer must have left. So, Tiger Kitty and don't know who else is in here. And my arm's starting to hurt at the shoulder, so I got to get out of this thing, take a shower, and lie down for a while. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Oh, the spoofer is back. States opening up. 40% increase in what? In business or opening up? I'm sorry, I can't go forever, you know. It's too hot in here. I'm dying. You'll see, I'll do one tomorrow. How dare you watch somebody else? I should ban you again for the effrontery. Disloyal spoofer. Oh, the Russian is drunk. I couldn't help it. Yeah, she's addicted to the drunk now. She'll dump her husband and leave him for the Russian drunk. She'll have to learn Russian and kick the Russian drunk's wife out. She brought me more vodka. Get rid of you. She good American woman. Bring me vodka and French fries and McDonald's hamburgers and chicken wings. Da da da. I tried to watch that guy. You can't understand me. It's all Russian, so I'd rather watch Puma Messi, who at least is cute. He is one in the water glass. I've done that. I've hit my head on the Macintosh and the iPad and my LED light. Clunk. They fall asleep. Yeah, I'm really dying in here. There's no air until I turn the fan on. First thing I'll do is close the front door so no one can come in and steal the iPad and then head for the shower. So I apologize to who were you, masked person? Mark, for leaving, but I can't breathe right now. I'm just, and I got to blow my nose. I got to treat my nose, and it's all clogged up. And I'll be glad when I can get my air machines all going in here. What I really need is a decent working air conditioner in here, and I don't have one. It's the number one thing if I build my house, to have ductless air conditioning put in by zones in every room. And would I go out without a mask? No, I am not Zorro. I mean, I'd be more like Zorro or Zero or something. I'm not going out with a mask. Now, if there's nobody on the street for like 87 blocks, I won't wear a mask. It'll be in my pocket. And I've had people see me without the mask briefly, or even when I've got the mask on, they veer and go across the street. That's how afraid people are about this. This is why I don't understand all these people who, don't wear masks, don't social distance. Now, Georgia and other places are opening up. If we turn around and find out in 2 weeks that people are getting sick from this en masse, they're going to re-lock down. That's another thing I say. Everybody should get a stimulus check for the prison sentence we're in. Another one. This thing has disrupted everybody's lives. We can't do anything. I haven't done the one thing I would do if I were in jail. I'd mark down every day with a cross. It's crossing off the days. People can't even remember exactly how much. One guy said a video, it's been, 6 weeks, 8 weeks? He couldn't remember. One day blurs into the next day. Yeah, we know about you, though. You got the killer kitten. I'm waiting for the kitten to dive bomb you. Yeah, several have been arrested for wanting to infect. You got sick people doing that. It's not nighttime. It's like 3:50 p.m. And I don't care about the mail today, so I'm going to take a shower and lie down for a while and then go feed Tiny One and Orangey and Mama Cat and Kitten and Gray. And I have to separate Chauncey because he wants to eat. He ate Gray's food the other night, which didn't make me very happy. And his owner says, you need to stop feeding my cat. How am I going to tell the cat that? You know. How am I going to tell the cat you can't eat the wet cat food? Hey, cat, you can't eat the wet cat food. Okay, I won't do it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any harm. Think the cat's going to listen to me? Hello, Janice. I'm sorry all these people are coming in late, but, And when it gets hot, I have real trouble even without the sinus infection. I have trouble breathing because I can't get any air. It gets so hot I can't get any air in. So this is another reason why I don't do videos if it were 100. It has gotten to be 100 in here. If it's 100, you're not going to see me doing live videos. And the biggest thing that sucks is there's no air conditioning. There's no mall I can go to get away from this. I can go to Target or Safeway, but I'm not going to do a live video in the Safeway either. For one thing, I think it eats up a lot of power. Nowhere to plug in the iPad. At least I can hear me. So I wouldn't send anybody who tries to infect somebody. I've done that earlier. I would have repudiated Chinese debt, arranged how all our factories returned to the U.S., give them a tax break, and I would have sued China for the economic damage they've done, not just to the country, but the individuals. And confiscate. The Chinese own a lot of hotels in this country, and businesses, and land, and houses, and things. I'd confiscate anything owned by any Chinese. They own the Waldorf Astoria in New York City, famous hotel. Gone. Not yours anymore. Sell it the highest bidder, and it must be an American. Maybe we could have parties where you take all your Chinese-made crap that sells for $1 at Target and just crush it in a giant automobile crusher. And start having protests. We won't be buying Chinese anymore. Some people said they won't even buy. Somebody said the other day in the chat they won't buy egg rolls or Chinese. Oh, I would arrest them. I would charge them with malfeasance. I would charge them with whatever the law would be violating, whatever the law would go for. Try them, get them convicted, and give them, I would tell you they need to get life. Yeah, we'll go back to the cat. We'll go back to the buffet. What they did was despicable. They ruined people's lives. No, I'm not healthy enough to run for president. I will limp severely for president. Be my new name, limp severely. If I were 30 years younger and I didn't have any health issues, I would run for office. But the trolls would sabotage any effort of my doing that. Oh, I hope not. Where am I getting my all-you-can-eat crab legs? I think they're going to have buffets where one guy goes in, gets a plate, the next guy goes in, gets a plate, and they sit 12 feet away from each other. How are you going to eat the Chinese food with a mask on? Suck it through your nose? Well, I've gotten Panda Express food. I didn't like it, but I don't know if it's all to go or you eat there. You can sanitize. You got dishwashers will sanitize. The heat will sanitize, and the dish soap will sanitize the stuff. That's not a problem. But you got to realize something. They're not going to get the buffet rid of. A guy who lives in Las Vegas said that the buffet food, because they get so much of it, is the most highest profit thing in the casino. They make a ton of money off the buffets. They get 5 cents worth of food and they charge $18.95 for it. So you're back. Oh, see, should I send the Russian guy a MASH note and give me your? Oh, you had to record Harley running across the couch. Okay. But you watch this guy not leaving Las Vegas or something. He talks about all these. He's talked about all this. He said they're not going to shut down the buffets unless the governor orders it or something. Yeah, and some of that stuff will make you run for the border, And there's been some food I've eaten that attacks me 20 minutes later. I've gotten it from the store. I don't know what's in it. That's why in the past I like cooking my own food in the my own chicken and my own soup and my own stuff in the crock pot. I didn't get sick from it. I know what's in it. It's all fresh stuff, you know. Yeah, but you're eating Panda Express with real pandas in it. That's why it is. Trump exposes Biden, Western Journal. Ah! That was the toes of my left foot, and a spike of pain because of the sciatic nerve just hit 4 of my toes. Oh, yeah, you tell me that nothing wrong on me and I can work. Oh, that hurt. Ow. No, cat milk, cats are lactose tolerant. It gives them diarrhea. I do not give the kitties milk. There's a product called cat milk, but they don't like it. I have not tried almond milk or soy milk to see if they would like that. They can. Of course, I don't know how you came to this conclusion that kitty farts have that problem. Yeah, you don't want to give the kitten milk. You get it KMR or cat milk. I can't remember who makes the cat milk. It comes in a little box. So, lots of kitties like the cat milk. And with that exciting note, I think I'm going to end this. This is George Send, the guy from Pittsburgh. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool, as the case may be. Stay safe. Stay warm and dry, or cool and dry, and stay safe. And I think I'll talk for another 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That'll make it 2 hours. So I'm going to fall on the floor here. I'm going to pass out in the heat. I got to get out of here. I got to get in the shower and get some more ice water and lie down. And then I got to feed it's 4 o'clock. I got to feed the cats around 6. I got a fan, but then you can't hear me. Look, if I turn this sucker up, there's on the low, there's the high setting. I don't know you can hear me. No, I'm not going to come back. I need a rest. I go out, and I don't know how hot it is out there, but if I go out and it's 90 degrees, I'm ready to die out there. I went out yesterday to go to the coin dealer to pay my $54 interest, and I stood there for... No, because then the jerk who runs the evil site, he already published me once when I had my shirt off. No, I'm not going to do that. Scare myself doing that. I have to look at me in the mirror. Yeah, if I get a wet T-shirt contest, I'll have like Eva Longoria. What the hell is her name? She went with Trump. And I can't remember her name either, but, not me. No, Kathy would not win. You don't want to see her with her shirt off. Yeah, well, I lie on my sofa bed, but it's folded out and it hurts. The super flower moon, Thursday's super moon. I never get to see these super moons. Don't have a phone booth, I guess. So that sofa bed has a bar that goes across the back of it. It digs into my spine, and I'm in pain every time I go to sleep, and I'm in pain every time I wake up. I need a real bed, but not here. All right, that's it. 120 minutes. Yeah. So, well, that's good for you, but no, no, no. I would never be able to get up. I've sat in beanbag chairs when I was thin. I always had to have somebody help me get up. Sofa beds are not made for a long time sleeping, and I've been sleeping in that thing for years. All right, that's it. I'll catch you next time. That hurts to pull my arm up to turn the thing off because I've got the torn rotator cuff. Ow. There we go. Bye-bye, guys and girls. Yeah, I want to stop streaming and stop screaming. Bye.